Speedway.
I will tell you this, though. He will be back in a race car for the final time at the Fall Classic at Yakima Speedway. That's where he plans to close out his career, and a tough break for Pete Harding.
Home of his sponsors, LP Body Shop.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the lights on the pace car are off. They're going to bring him down. It's going to be Travis Bennett on the inside, Molly Helmuth on the outside. 26 of the best in the country right here at Evergreen Speedway. Green flag is in hand. Out of turn number 4, green flag is out.
And we work lap number 1 of 125. And Travis Bennett grabs the lead away from Molly Helmuth, but here comes Molly back on the outside. Watch that number 12 car working his way up on the outside. And, of course, that is Trenton Moriarty. He's been a winner here on the 3/8. Inside of him, that is Zach Beeman in that 25B car. That is one of the late model traveling series cars, and he's doing a great job. Zach Beeman, a second-generation driver.
So it is Travis Bennett right now on the inside lane down there. Beeman on the inside with Helmuth. Then here comes Gary Lewis. It's like the rust just shook off him pretty fast in that 73 car, right back where he used to go, and that's the front of the field. But Molly Helmuth, though, she's not giving up in that outside lane. She's riding pretty strong on the high side.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's definitely, she's showing that it's a two-groove racetrack right from the get-go. As Travis Bennett dropped the wheel off, kicked up some dust in the turn number 2, but he maintains the lead with Zach Beeman right on his rear, followed by Molly Helmuth as the front group of 12 cars starting to settle down to single-file racing.
It is still Bennett, then the 25 of Beeman, the 90 of Helmuth, the 12 of Moriarty. Good battle back there between Wana and Lewis side by side. Seeing Rob Touche working the high side right now of Jeff Knight in the 35 car. Keep your eyes on that one.
Touche, a winner earlier this year. And keep an eye on the 16 car, also working his way on up on the outside. So some are not willing to go single file at this point. We got a little bit of a problem in turn number, that would be the 52 of Brittany Zamora. Got a little sideways, slowed up the Soul car, as did the 00 of Naima Lane. Got slowed up a bit, but now everybody's going again.
Looked like some contact between the 31 of Jensen and the 52 of Zamora there. That was the cause of the issue. You see the heavy damage on the front end there of the 31 car of Jesse Jensen. Keep your eye on that as we had a battle for second between Beeman and Moriarty there, going down into turns number 3 and 4.
As Beeman gonna lose a spot to Trenton Moriarty as Moriarty makes the move early on here. A lot of laps yet to go. You gotta conserve tires. That's what it's all about. We've also talked about the crate motored cars. They're gonna fall back a little bit. And we've got the 12 car of Chad Fitzpatrick, something dragging. It looks like the exhaust system dragging on the 12 car.
Heavy sparks on the 12 car of Chad Fitzpatrick. It looks like a fireworks show going down the backstretch. You can't run that car that long. It's got to be something broken. I think it's actually a right front shock broken or something, because it's a whole entire right side of the chassis it's dragging. It's not the exhaust.
Yeah, it's actually coming up from the front wheel. I can see it more down the backstretch than you can on the front stretch. They've been really struggling on that car, and they were looking at the shocks and everything on it, and he is going to pull off. And that's probably very good, because something very drastic is about ready to break, and he doesn't want to wall it and have to use his wallet.
Yeah. There is the 52 of Travis Bennett. Looks very strong right now with about a 6-car lead over the 12 of Trent Moriarty. Interesting to know, I'm already seeing some glowing brake rotors on the 25, it looks like, of Beeman, and you don't want to have glowing rotors this early in the race.
Yeah, that'll really cause you some problems this early on. Although these brakes today are made, some of them we've watched even the cup races where they glow the entire race, and may have the brake bias set a little bit too much on that left front, trying to get them to dive into the corners a little bit better.
Johnny Wannick, Gary Lewis putting on a battle up there in the top 5.
So single file, which we expected at this part of the race. You know, let's take the first 50 laps or so, get the car field out, stay up there with the leaders the best we can. Then we might make a couple of moves And then in that last 50 laps, you're going to see a lot of big moves.
And we see a long green flag run here. I mean, with this many cars, you didn't know you'd have a long green flag run to start off the race, but it's working out so far. It's pretty good.
So Travis Bennett, who had the pole position, still has the lead here through 17 laps. Trenton Moriarty and Zach Beeman, your top three. They pulled away a bit from the 90 of Helmuth, then the 73 of Lewis, and then right behind Lewis as they come on down the front stretch, that is Donnie Wanted. And then we drop back to the 15 machine.
Battle between Roger Drake and Rob Touche for position. Garrett Archer going to stick his nose in there as well. Good battle back there. Oh, the 3-car of the Cross gets loose there right in front of Klein, and Souls goes up the track. All this happening, Drake and Archer both get by Touche on the inside.
So Archer in the 5, Touche in the 35. They were side by side. In behind the 24 of Roger Drake.
And 20 laps into this one, and we're into lap traffic now. And there's a lot of lap traffic out there. This could be a big thing, navigating the lap traffic all race long to decide our leader and our winner.
Well, and talk about brake issue, having to work your way through traffic, come up on these cars very, very quickly, and you really have to stab the brakes to get your car woed down and your concentration level. You, depending upon right now, your spotter are your eyes.
I will tell you this, Donnie Wana is on a move. He just passed both Gary Lewis and Molly Helmuth. Keep your eye on that 89 car coming through the field.
And the 15 of Taylor Riddle closing in on the back end of Lewis. I don't think Lewis has a problem at all. I think Lewis right now is saving a lot of that race car.
So Bennett holding on right now, as really haven't seen too much of a change in that lead that he had over Moriarty. Beeman and Moriarty about what they were running before, but I'm telling you, that 89 car is coming on fast right now.
And then we noticed that Zach Beeman, coming off of Fortis last time, had the car a little bit sideways, so we're going to keep an eye on that. As we saw Sauls pick up some sparks going down the backstretch, as he may have dropped a wheel off and hit some of that asphalt, that drop-off back there. Christopher Kaltz going down a lap here in that 33.
As they come around there, still the 24 car of Roger Drake looking pretty good as well. As that new motor combination, as he's put in that car, has paid off pretty well so far.
So Taylor Riddle now to the inside of Lewis. Riddle in the 15, Lewis in the 73. He opens the door. Here comes Tyler Tanner in the 65. I almost said Kelly Tanner with that paint scheme. And then Jeff Knight right behind them, and they're right now trying to freight train the 73 of Lewis, who's coming up on the 3, one of the lap cars. We go yellow as we got problem out of turn number 2.
As it looked like some contact between the 52 and 31 possibly there.
So that was the 31 car getting back up onto the racetrack. And that is Jesse Jensen.
As they'll bring the Speedway Chevrolet pace car down.
Travis Bennett in the 12 of Trent Moriarty, the 25 of Zach Beeman. The down car